Every once in a while, I would have to put on some sort of disguised personality as to avoid some sort of authorities, such as the river police. Yes, sir. I'm on official business, and of course not. The camera is not focused at you at all. This is for a secret mission, sir. You understand? And, of course, yes, a member of the army such as yourself. Yes, of course I am. We're good old buddies, you know. But truly, I can't give you any information about where I'm going or what I'm doing. You know, you understand. Yes. Well, good old pal from the US of A. All right. Every once in a while, a government agent boat would come by and harass us for just doing our jobs. Hurry up. Yep, hurry up. They're coming after us. As usual, just a normal afternoon on the river. It's Dr. Octavio Derange. So, just as surely as they would come, they would be leaving again as well. I'd paddled my way up the river many miles, and as usual, my arms were starting fatigue. I maybe not have trained as well as I should have for this one, but I didn't think I was climbing Everest, for crying out loud, which I also haven't done. But slowly but surely, we're working our way up the river towards this giant monster turtle, this tortoise. I hope to see it someday. I started seeing freakish things wash up along the shoreline. And I knew surely this place was infested with something. All along the river I'd seen something following me. And as the path of the boat went by, I thought this was my chance to possibly move on the offensive, this alligator or crocodile that had been following me. But as I approached it, I started to see that this thing that had been following me in the river was in fact just a plastic bottle course, I was going to take precautions at every turn. Because everywhere I went down this river seemed to be some sort of a challenge that I had never encountered before. As I went along, I felt as though Little John and Robin Hood, or something such as that, a gang, could hop out of the woods at any moment. But of course, that would have been welcome to me to study their culture. Danger was all around as usual. I was immediately being chased up the river by the locals. Just another day for me. I thought I had brought all the essentials for a journey such as this, which was meant to be a quick jaunt through the jungle. But of course, things are never as they seem. I came across an opening which, as the ancient tales had said, led to the house of some sort of monstrous troll that could devour a human in one bite. Thought occurred to me as I was gazing upon this reflection in the river. The reflection is simply an illusion, and that in fact, this image being reflected on the water towards me is just my perspective. It's happening everywhere. There are things in nature all around me that were astounding to see in this particular sort of circumstance from my perspective. That was butterflies flying around or fish jumping out of the beautiful stream. I was beginning to see throughout my journey how so many scientists before me had lost their way, or found their way, however you want to see it, through the study of nature. I took it upon myself at this point to truly challenge myself to involve myself in this nature thing, and to try and become one with it. Occasionally you'd see some river inhabitants splashing their way along. Of course, these are the enemy. It disgusts me. At times it became so bright out that I had to do something that, well, I'd been taught by a local militiaman. A secret that I was not supposed to let out, but here for the first time, I'll tell you how to deal with this sort of glare. Sometimes I would put my hand up above my head, above my eyes like this, and it would create sort of like a visor, so I could see out of the shade. Quite a miraculous little trick, actually. I knew I was taking a dangerous risk coming ashore here and entering into this jungle. The legends, of course, of what types of creatures were inside of these woods. Well, I'm sure you can imagine. What you're about to see is truly one of the most remarkable things I've ever witnessed upon my journeys. As I entered into the jungle, the first thing I noticed was this was going to be quite a climb in my flip-flops. But, of course, I had trained for such an occasion. As I entered into the jungle, the first thing I noticed was this was going to be quite a climb in my flip-flops. I realized immediately that this was some sort of mass gravesite of humans that had been cast upon this shore. I immediately knew that I was in for trouble when I saw this crest of a hill. This hill. This is clearly some sort of mass grave that had been covered with some sort of overgrowth. And I worked my way through the jungle. I had to worry about dangerous creatures jumping out at any moment. This is surely a dangerous set of circumstances I have set myself up against, but I put myself in peril for the good nature of discovery. A boat approached from out of the distance, and for a moment I thought I was saved, but nevertheless, of course, it escaped again. I tried to flag it down. I tried to create some sort of SOS out of rocks, but there was not enough time. Upon this shore, I would learn a lesson or two about being one with nature. And even though I still had my life craft, I felt as though I had been cast upon some faraway shore and might never return home again. I was in search of a jungle that housed some sort of monstrous turtle that had been growing here, a reptile, perhaps for thousands of years. The legend grew in the area, and I knew I had to come and visit.